It's hunting district 250 in the West Fork of the Bitterroot River, and then 270s in the East Fork. And so what I'd like to bring your attention to is this period just after around 2005 when we see sort of a precipitous decline in recruitment. These are calf per 100 cow ratios on the side here, which are an index of recruitment. And what we can see is in the West Fork, we see a decline down to about the single digit calf per 100 cow ratio, which was a historic low in the Bitterroot. Evaluate the top-down and bottom-up factors that were driving elk population dynamics in the Bitterroot. We can also think about things in the abiotic, like weather factors can be important for elk. At the top-down level, things like carnivore density and predation risk, where we have the West Fork herd spending a lot less time on their summer range than the East Fork herd. We can see here there's a pretty big difference. The average time spent on summer days in the East Fork is 138 days compared to only 52 for this West Fork herd. So this may also have something to do with nutrition. We're familiar with the methods we use here. We caught calves as neonates when they were young, and there was no immobilization or any drugs used at that time on them, and they were equipped with a radio ear tag. But a total of 286 elk calves. 226 of these were neonatal elk calves that were caught very young, and then 60 of them were winter captures. Here is a plot of the cause-specific mortality rates. And what we can see here is that looking at the sources, okay, for East Fork and West Fork. So East Fork in the light green here, and West Fork in the dark blue. And what we can see for confirmed mortality is that lions dominate elk calf mortality.
When looking at these habitat influence was to develop a landscape level nutrition model. And so the diagram there, if you start at the top, we went out in the field and we measured plant species composition and plant biomass. So what plants are there and how much of those plants are there. Now, although the types of plants that elk were eating between East Fork and West Fork were similar, there is important differences in species composition. We sampled sites, 235 sites during that late summer period, so mid-July to late August. Together, and we built a landscape scale model where we tried to estimate per 1 meter square pixel in the landscape, what's the nutrition available to elk. This is certainly not saying habitat is not important, but in the short term, if the goal is to affect elk population growth rate, you get the most bang for your buck by manipulating calf survival or adult survival rate. Next spring, and repeat the calf survival study, so get another 2 years of cause-specific calf mortality data, also measure mountain lion density in the middle of that project, and then ask the question, did changes in mountain lion and harvest management result in changes in mountain lion population density?
And I got a burgeoning elk herd that's swooping down on me and costing me $3,000 worth of hay a year. I feel like I'm the prey, and the elk are the predators. I've been subsidizing your programs for 40 years, and why are you guys making money and old Bobby's losing money on the elk?
Okay, I can't tell you that, but I can ask Mike, our manager, to come up and talk about
25 bull
game gathering.
tags for the West Fork, and I got a burgeoning herd of cows and calves that are left unchecked. It's going to get worse for me. It ain't going to get better. Why isn't anybody helping me out?
We need to keep our questions tonight to this program. That's more of a management program that you could get with Mike with sometime.
I got with Mike, and
Okay.
you know what he did? He sent me to the Bitterroot Conservancy, and they said there's nothing we could do about your depredation problem.
I understand that. Let's keep the questions based on tonight's program. And I mean,
Tonight's program's about the elk on the West Fork.
these aren't wildlife managers. These are researchers.
Researchers.
They're researchers. They're not doing wildlife management. Anybody have another question?
Well, actually, my question is to everybody in this room. How many of you in this room, show me, hold your hand up, do not know the meaning of the term predator pit? Predator what? Predator pit. I'm going to read you what predator pit is.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
Let me just say, like, this is on predators. And this was billed as a predator presentation. And you've changed it on us.
No, I never changed anything.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and read this.
No, I'm going to ask you to leave.
I don't give a damn what you ask me, Tony. Chris? Because if this was billed as a predator presentation and we're getting another Fish, Wildlife, and Park dog and pony show, that's all we're getting.
They're good people, I know what they're doing.
That's why all our elk are gone. So, if you want to know what a predator pit is, go to globalwatch.com, go to the news archive, and go to the bottom post, and you'll read exactly what Fish, Wildlife, and Parks has put us in.
It seems that the unknown quantity was the most prevalent cause of death. So you're going to do this for another couple of years. And what did you really accomplish here if you primarily could not figure out why the calf died?
Well, like I said, unknown mortalities are inevitable in these calf mortality studies. Sometimes, when the calf's only a few days old after we capture it, it's very, very small. And sometimes you get there and there's a pile of bones left. I'm not going to be able to say with any confidence what that is.
Levels of predation would keep those calf-cow ratios down to the point that they wouldn't rebound. There's always variation. This time they went way low. This time we weren't sure they were going to come back. You never know. So we did increase lion harvest rates. We did increase wolf harvest from 0 to something. We did increase and extend the length of the black bear season, and none of it being a silver bullet, so to speak, but all of it to be part of the picture.